Love, have you heard of the Tower of Babel?
Yes, I've heard of it. But why did people want to build a tower?
They wanted to build a tower that reached the heavens to make a name for themselves. At that time, the world spoke one language, and they believed they could achieve anything together. But God didn't approve of this. So, He confused their language, making them unable to understand each other. This caused the construction to stop, and people scattered across the world.
Why did God do that?
It's said to be a warning against human overreach and trying to enter divine realms. Humans have the power to achieve great things together, but if that power is misused, it can lead to their downfall.
I see. But how does this relate to modern globalism?
Great question. Globalism is, in a way, a modern reenactment of the Tower of Babel. It's the movement towards a unified world, connecting across borders in areas like economy, culture, information, language, and technology.
Isn't that a good thing? Everyone working together for a better world.
On the surface, yes. But the story of Babel shows that unification can also bring dangers. The lesson is that it's not just about becoming one, but about the purpose behind it. Modern globalism often focuses on economic gains and technological progress, sometimes at the expense of fundamental human values and diversity.
Why is that a problem?
For example, there's a risk of losing linguistic and cultural diversity. In globalization, English is often used as the international common language. While convenient, it can lead to the disappearance of smaller languages and cultures. This is the opposite of the confusion at Babel, but it results in the same loss of diversity.
So, does that mean globalization shouldn't progress?
Not necessarily. Technological and economic advancements have indeed enriched people's lives and expanded opportunities for cultural understanding. But as the Tower of Babel shows, we must not overestimate our power. For instance, real-time translation technology allows instant communication between different languages, but true understanding is another matter.
So, even if we can communicate, our cultures and values are different.
Exactly. Even if language barriers are removed, cultural, historical, and value differences can't be easily resolved. Trying to become one without respecting these differences can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts.
So, if globalization progresses, people might get confused again, like in the Tower of Babel.
Precisely. The Tower of Babel fell because people tried to show off their power. Today's globalization could face the same fate if we don't consider how to unite as humans, not just economically or technologically.
That's a bit scary. How can we avoid that fate?
It's important to aim for coexistence as one world while respecting diversity. It's not just about becoming one, but understanding and respecting each other's differences. That's the true meaning of globalization.
I see. Real-time translation is convenient, but we need to understand the meanings and cultural differences behind the words.
Exactly. Technology is a great tool, but relying solely on it can lead to internal division, even if we appear united on the surface. That's why it's crucial to understand cultural and value differences alongside technological and economic progress.
But the world is trying to become one, right? Isn't that a good thing?
Yes, becoming one isn't inherently bad. But remember the end of the Tower of Babel? Simply becoming one doesn't always lead to good results. We need to humbly reflect on our power and learn from past lessons to avoid repeating the same mistakes.
So, even with technological and economic progress, we shouldn't forget the important human aspects.
Exactly. The Tower of Babel fell because people overestimated their power and tried to reach the divine realm. In today's globalization, we are also challenged to use our power correctly.